Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I'm going to go over an unboxing of a product that I just got in a couple of weeks ago. Been crazy with things going on. You know, if you might have saw, I've changed jobs, and more on that probably in the next few weeks. So basically what I got was I got a new airbrush. It is a Harder Steenbeck Infinity CR+, but it is Angel's, at least I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because I will probably do such a hatchet job in it all. But he has a YouTube channel. His last name is spelled Giraldez, and I've always wanted an Infinity, and his looked really interesting. And from previewing it, because like I said, I haven't used it yet. There will be a use but before we do that, as I say, my social media links are in the description. There's also a link to my Subscribestar if you want to help out the channel in any way by purchasing products for review and stuff like that. You know, that's what this money is going to go to, is for studio upgrades and things of that nature. And with that out of the way, let me go ahead and switch over to overhead view. Would help if I hit the right button. So as you can see, here is the Harder Steenbeck, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so it's a little closer and a little larger. This is the way it comes in. As you can see, it looks like the regular Infinity Plus, but I have seen Angel's comparison of this and theirs, and I've also seen, because I think I've seen one or two other videos of people going over it. And when you take it out of the box, and I do like theirs because I like the way their boxes are. You get this nice hard plastic shell, not like the cardboard one that you get from, say, a Iwata or some of the ones that you buy off of Amazon. I mean, you might get a plastic case with some of the cheaper ones, because I know I did, which when I go over actually using this, I'm going to show you some of my other airbrushes too. But here's the instruction manual for it. And it's in a couple of different languages. Shows you the breakdown of the components and everything. Now this picture is of the actual Infinity because it shows like their regular Infinity CR+, because it shows the two different size painting cups. And I'll tell you why that the bigger cup won't fit, because it was also an Angel's video too. So when you open it up, and as you can see, here's the airbrush. Go ahead and pull it out. Just kind of set this over here for the moment. And as you can see, it's a Infinity Plus. It has nice little etching design here on the side. I don't know how well that's going to come up because of the light reflections and everything. Because my lighting's bad, I have to somehow figure that out. And it's really nice because, you know, you can set the depth for how far back this goes. And if you push it in like it currently is now, it's only allowing me to take it back this far. If I pop this out, as you can see, it goes a lot further back. Zoom in a little more. There. So as you can see that now with it out, it goes all the way back. And if you push it in, it only goes so far. And that's because I have it tweaked to this point. And here you have a protective needle cap that comes with it, which is nice. So you take that off, and here you can see you have the exposed needle. You have, that's a G for however his last name's pronounced. Again, I'm truly sorry that I don't know how to pronounce his name. And also the trigger here, this part, it has a raised piece right there. And, you know, I'm left-handed, so, I mean, it feels all right, and probably I'll just have to get used to it. because of this little bump here towards the front. But it feels really nice. It's a nice hefty airbrush. Oh, Gary, don't do that. I bumped it with my finger. Hopefully I didn't bend the needle. Nope. Good. It comes with a quick connect already attached, which is great because I do have quick connects on my hoses, so I don't have to worry about that. And this is the 2 milliliter cup that comes with it. And in the meantime, I'm going to put this back on so I don't mess it up. So this is the 2 milliliter cup. And if you unscrew this, you know, you can see the Teflon ring down inside. You could put paint in there. And also this came with some other accessories. So let me go ahead and pull those out. The first thing that it comes with automatically, that's the wrong one. This here is the 0.2 millimeter needle that you get. Now it's already installed in here, so this comes with the 0.2 millimeter needle nozzle cap combination. You get an extra 2 millimeter needle with it, and you also get this stand for the airbrush. Okay, and you got the needle free as long as you ordered it before the end of 2023. Well, I wasn't about to do a video on something I didn't have, because that would be like lying to people, and I don't like to lie to people at all. I mean, unless my life's threatened, that's about the only way. So you take the legs, because there's 2 holes in there that you can drop these in for storage, and you spin it down, and it just sits. Let's see if I can try to position it just like that. And then you take the airbrush and just drop it in there. And it's a nice stand. I really like it. I don't have any of those like display stands where it goes like this and it holds it that way. I've seen some really nice chrome ones, and I would love to get a hold of one, but they're a little hard to come across. And stuff like that. And then basically, like I said, I don't know how well this is going to show up on video, but there's 2 holes down here in the bottom that you push the legs down in, and it holds them in place. See if I can hit the other one. There we go. And then once you have them there, then you can drop it down, back down into the plastic tube, and put the cover on. If you want to store it that way, if you want to leave it out, I mean, that's totally up to you. And I'm sure this will work for like Iwata and, you know, probably a few other airbrushes along with this, and I'll put that away later. So besides that, I also ordered the 0.4 millimeter needle nozzle cap combination. And you can see there that there's the nozzle right there, and there's the needle cap combination that has the fan cap, and then there's the needle itself. And this was like 24 some euros, and with the conversion, I think it was like around 25 bucks when I ordered it, which is great. It also, I don't know if I think it came with the 4 millimeter needle nozzle combination, this part here. And what it is that it's the small, like, micro cup. I want to say it comes, yeah, as a matter of fact, it did come with that. God, this sucks. I hate plastic bags sometimes. Okay, so, and with the small micro cup, you take it and screw it on here. And then this way it covers the gasket so the paint doesn't fill up in the threads. And you could put a couple of drops of paint, probably 1 or 2, especially if it's like already pre-thinned, like say all clad or something like that. And you just put a couple in, and if it's just something that you're just going to touch up, you can just, do that. And this way you're not filling up the full size cup, and then you got to clean this big guy here. Now, if you're going to do more than just a little touch-ups or whatever, then yeah, I would suggest using the bigger cup. But the reason why I said about the even larger one, the 5 milliliter, is because I'm not sure if you can see the gap between the trigger and here. See how short it is? He shortened this up for this particular edition. So you could probably put it in, but it's going to be really uncomfortable, or it's possibly going to hit. This is going to hit the cup if you put the bigger one in. I mean, you could try it if you want. I would advise against it. But that's just me, because that's just the way I think of things. And basically, I haven't taken this apart yet. And these are now the new 2.0 needles, all 4 of these, where it has like this weird like cutout right here. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but there's 2 notches like right about where my thumbnail is touching the metal, and that tells you what size needle it is. So there's no more guessing as to, okay, what size needle do I have? So a 0.2 millimeter needle nozzle will have 2 notches. The 0.4 should have 4, and the 1.15 millimeter needle nozzle combination should have just 1 notch on it. I have that needle coming. I'm hoping it's going to come soon. Apparently there's between a strike and when I messaged the company that I bought it from, because it was actually cheaper me ordering it overseas as opposed to ordering it through Spray Gunner down in Florida, that their systems got hacked, and I'm like, great, just great. So God only knows when the hell I'm going to get that. I'm not going to completely disassemble this right now, just because of the fact that I don't want to try to have to put it back together. But I probably will disassemble it after I clean it and do the review video of using it. So for now, I'm going to put the needle back in. If my hands would be steady enough. That's why I'm not a surgeon. But anyways. So push that all the way up. Make sure it's up there. Screw that down tight. And try to get that on straight so it'll connect. Okay. This guy off. This one back on. Cap back on the paint cup. Okay. So this is, and then the other things that come with it, and the reason why I chose this was because you get, with the airbrush, now this is the regular fan, the 2-pronged protector on the front. But what he came out with was what he calls sketching caps. And what that is that you take off that, and they come in 3 different sizes. Here is the small sketching cap. And what you see is a little prong. So what that is like if you're painting something, you're going to know where that paint's going to hit because of that prong. And you can also, and let me grab a mini that I've been working on. Haven't finished, but I need to. But let's just say I was going to do some airbrushing on Captain America for Marvel's Crisis Protocol. So not only am I looking at the side and I can see where that little tip that's sticking out of it is going to direct the paint, but also if I need a little steadier hand, you can actually take that, rest it on him, like I have it resting on his pants up by his belt, okay? And that way that'll help steady my hand even more. So that's actually a pretty nice feature, which is why I decided to go with this one. I've always wanted a Harder Steenbeck Infinity. I just wasn't worried about like getting one or anything like that. But the reason why I went ahead and dropped the money for this was because, again, it comes with the sketching caps, plus I got the free needle, 2.0 needle or 0.2 needle, as long as I ordered it before the end of 2022, which I did. And this came in a couple of weeks ago. And then here's a medium length sketching cap. And then here is the large one. And as you can see, this way it gives you distance, still gives you the same thing. You can still rest it on whatever you're painting, and it'll help that way. I bought this because I feel that I need to start upping my airbrush game a little bit, because, you know, I've done priming, I've done base coating. What I'm curious to see between this one and this other one, and I'm going to zoom out after I put this cap back on to protect the needle, is I'm curious as to, whoop, wrong way. There we go. Center that. Okay, I'm curious as how this will work compared to this one. This is my Badger Renegade Chrome that I got for the birthday celebration. I want to say it was 2020 was when I got this. And I went ahead and upgraded to the high roller trigger, which is a lot more comfortable for me this way. And it has a 0.21 needle nozzle, so it's like the smallest one that they make. And as you can tell, it has the, zoom back in again. Okay, and I don't know how well you can see it, but it has the dual prong needle cap on it. They don't give you a metal cup, they give you this weird metal cup lid. They give you this weird rubber thing that slides over it, which is dumb in my opinion. I've been looking to try to find one that fits this. If anybody knows out there, please, you know, leave me a message on where I can get one that'll fit it. But it's not a bad thing. I've done some practice with it, just trying to make lines, just, you know, seeing how well I can control it and everything. And I know that's, you know, trigger control is definitely what I need on this and another hobby of mine. I might be doing another channel, but it's definitely not going to be on here. It'll probably be on Rumble because of the way YouTube is. So basically, and I also got with it, because it came with the free needle combination, an extra 0.2 millimeter nozzle for it. So I've got an extra 2 millimeter nozzle. The nice thing about the caps is the caps should never break. I mean, you know, that's that. And zooming back out. But yeah, I want to compare it to see how well I can do lines with this and this. I mean, I know my hand's not steady, so they're not going to be straight, but I just want to see like how much easier the control is between this, because when I did the practice with the Chrome, I did it with the original stock trigger, and I haven't done it since I did this like a while ago because I've been busy with a lot of other things that have been going on in my life right now. And I want to compare this with the high roller trigger against this with this type of trigger that Angel decided to put on this, have them put on this one. So it'll be interesting to see which is which. I might like this. I might prefer this over that. I mean, it's hard to say. But that is all I have about the CR Plus from Harder and Steenbeck. Look forward to the actual video of you seeing me use it and spraying and everything. I could probably do it with 2 cameras, but they're going to be 2 separate, so I'll have to like switch between looking at me and then, you know, looking at the actual, like, what I'm doing. It'll be switching back and forth like that. So the audio is probably not going to be that good because it's just going to pick up ambience. I'll see what DaVinci Resolve can do to try to mitigate a lot of the sound. But that is pretty much all I have. So I really like the look and feel of this and everything. Like I said, the trigger is a little different because of that raised little nipple, whatever you want to call it, to place your finger. So we'll see how that compares to, say, this one and some of the other ones that I have, because the rest of them just have like a regular flat thing, and I'll show you those when I'm ready to do that. So again, if you like what I do, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to help support the channel, again, my subscribe stars in the description. And, you know, if you have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to leave them down below. And as I always like to say, have a good day, guys. Take care, and see you in the next video.